Hello everyone! How's it going? We are back for some more Pebble Dex painting. We are going to be adding in another Pokemon. It's been a while. It's been a while, but we are back. We are back live and actually multi-streaming tonight. We are live on YouTube and Twitch. How exciting. How very, very exciting. So if there's any problems, just give me a shout. The other day we were live on Twitch and for the first time in a long time and things just, technical issues. So any issues, give me a shout. And until then, we are going to be painting. I'm excited. The last painting we did was a little Venonat, and that defeated us. And also I've been using this Twilight Masquerade little box for like my pencil sharpening, so it's very handy. So we're gonna sharpen and get ready. I think today we are doing a little Bellsprout. We're going easy. We're easing back into it. Nothing too crazy. But it is good to be back. It's good to be back live, hanging out with all of you guys, doing some painting. And hopefully this guy doesn't defeat us. That's why we've went Bellsprout. Deadpool, hey, welcome. How's it going? It's going good. It's been, I was off for a couple of weeks. Just life got in a little bit of the way. The Snorlax one, I got a big, so I got a whole bunch of new pebbles today, and I got a big one, which I think before we spoke about doing like a big Snorlax, because we know the Snorlax is my favourite one. And we have to do something special for that, but I did get a big pebble and I'm like, oh, could this be the Snorlax? But we don't have one yet. Let's do a wee recap and see what we do have before we do the Bellsprout. So we got the Squirtle. Our Charmander. Let's move this little plain one. The wee Bulbasaur. A Caterpie. And this is the guy. This is the guy that defeated us. And you know what? I went back after the last stream that we did this Venonat on, and I worked out how I could have blended it, like blended the paints and stuff, and it turned out all I just needed was a little paintbrush and paints. Swordfish, hello. Here, Swordfish, I think you tuned in yesterday to the Twitch stream, which I was just drawing some flowers. And I had technical issues for like the first hour or so, that it was just everyone was seeing a black screen. So, hey Swordfish. Thanks Deadpool. Yeah, this is the guy that faced defeat. This was the guy that defeated us, and I actually love the shape of him now. We'll see if someday we can blend it a bit better. But I think we won't do the Snorlax today because one, I didn't put the reference in, even though I know what Snorlax looks like and you can just see his big face there. We'll do, I think I've got planned the Bellsprout and a little Weedle if we get there. But Snorlax will come. I feel like Snorlax is going to be No, 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 no. And that's, do you know what? I was like cursing you for like not letting me know. I was like, oh no, I've been sitting talking and drawing. Do you guys want to see? So I know I'm very much keeping the Pokemon stuff still on like a Tuesday and a Friday, and streaming between YouTube and Twitch. And then I think I'm gonna try and do most days just on Twitch, just doing some drawing, and I've been really into like my botanical flower drawings at the minute. ALB, hello, welcome, it's been a while. Deadpool's like, when you're doing your Snorlax. I'm like, I will, we'll do that. That's gonna be like a whole special event. It does look like I need to have a wee... Can I draw Wiggly? Little Wigglytuff. I will. I'm planning, like my goal is to create a Pebble Dex for all Pokemon. It does look like I need to have a look to see the stream avatars for the Twitch chatters. You don't seem to be getting your little Pokemons. I'm not gonna mess about with that tonight, like well on stream, so I'll get that sorted out for the next one. How is everyone? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. It's good to be back. Okay, let's get started. We'll put these guys, give them a wee home up here. It posted me. Oh no. What are you guys saying? So no, ALB, I'm streaming across both. So tonight we're multi-streaming on Twitch and YouTube. So Pokemon stuff, Tuesdays and Fridays I'll do Twitch and YouTube, but I'll do a lot more of just plain Twitch. Mostly because like YouTube doesn't have like an art category or really a just chatting. It is very specific, like Pokemon. Like it's very like niche things, whereas like on Twitch, like I'll grab my thing and I'll show you what I did yesterday. What Swordfish? So I had a couple of technical issues yesterday on Twitch, for like the first wee while. So this was today's. This is what I'm working on today. It's actually on camera. Looks okay. On Twitch yesterday, we were working on our flowers. So we've got like a little daisy, calla lily, tulip, snowdrop, cosmos, and a daffodil. I done these today because I ran out of time. So Twitch is more just like casual, me getting back into just drawing absolutely everything and anything. Really into my botanicals at the minute. I was saying yesterday, like while I was drawing those, I've not drew for like years, like properly, and like I want to like actually learn like techniques and just shapes, because I have so many ideas that I'm like, oh, this would be a great concept, and I want to learn how to do it. So that is what Twitch will be, but YouTube we will just stick to so that I can have all of these lives. Because none of the Twitch ones are on VODs, so it is, you gotta be there to see it. Right, where is our Bellsprout? I think our Bellsprout will go on this little one. So yeah, let's... Yeah, it's quite funny. I'm like, oh, I've like strategically chosen a Bellsprout. I was very into drawing my flowers over the past few days. I want to be able to like go into like the forest and be like, I'm gonna draw this tree. That's my ultimate goal, so that I can like create one of those, you know, like when you see on like movies or like old school, like probably a lot of like foragers and stuff have it, like they have their little book of like, these are what this is how you identify like these leaves and this tree and this plant, so that you don't accidentally eat something poisonous. I'd love to be able to do that, so I'm trying to learn. Okay, well let's go with our little Bellsprout. I used to do a lot of like some gaming streams on Twitch, but I'm really not. I want to get back into more creation. We're creators. We are back into drawing, which is funny because that's where it actually all started on Twitch. Was I started drawing, and then I was like, oh no, I should get into gaming. People will enjoy gaming more. I'm like, no, me. I am here to draw. I am here. This is what, as you guys can see, as you guys come and hang out. The Amazon lady. Well, that's what my neighbours call me. the amount of Amazon vans that turn up outside. Okay, our little Bellsprout gets ahead. See, this guy should be easy. I say that. Thank you very much, Deadpool. Like, I really appreciate all the support. Like, it's incredible. So like, if you guys are actually like, hey, this crazy Scottish chick is live drawing our Pokemons on some rocks again. Love it. Love yous all. From the actual little bottom of my heart. In saying that, speaking of that, while we're here, I want to say a huge thank you to Brenda Nixon for buying me a matcha. Thank you, first person to buy me a matcha, and honestly, like, thank you so much. So Brenda, this little Bellsprout is for you. Picasso. That just means I have to wait until I'm dead for people to probably appreciate my stuff. Or did people appreciate him when he was alive? I don't know. I don't know that much about, like, I had to do that in school, like, during art class, like, you'd have to, like, write essays of, like, it was funny, like, I remember it so clearly, like that it was like the time of the exam and you had to do like an old artist, I think it was a designer, I think it was these were designers, so it was like you had to write an essay for, like, I think like it was Coco Chanel, and then our contemporary one was Alexander McQueen, but then he like literally died just before our exam, and they were like, no, it's okay, you can still write him as if he's alive. I don't know why that memory like really sticks out in my head. I loved that class. I like my whole thing, I was obsessed. Mr. Good Guy, sir. Yes, he was indeed. He was indeed. I was really like, during the time it was like big Lady Gaga. Big Lady Gaga fan. Still am. Still love her. And like all of my like designs were based on like her songs. So I made like a dress out of like Polaroid pictures. Like me and my cousin was up from England and we took a whole bunch of Polaroids and I like made those into a dress for like paparazzi. And then I done like, it was like a casino theme with like roulette tables and cards and stuff for like poker face. It was very, very cool. I have, for that, I don't have a lot of memories for school. I do, kind of. It's a lot of it's kind of blurred out. But there's like specific things that I'm like, I really, really remember that. Which was funny. Someone came in to the stream yesterday and was like trying to prank me, like, hey, we went to school together, and like they were dropping like names of like in-betweeners, and I was so oblivious. I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, I can't remember you, but okay. And then he's like, I'm just kidding. I'm like, oh, that makes so much more sense. And I'm like, I thought these were just... Well, it sounds sketchy, my lack of memories. Or the guy like pranking me. I'm like, I must be like the most gullible human being. I am. I'm just like so gullible. So gullible. I love Lady Gaga. And see, do you know what I would recommend to everyone go watch is her Super Bowl performance. I can't even remember what year it is. It is, I love it. Like I just love, like I love like all of like her clothing, her costumes. Like I'm very like, I grew up a dancer and grew up on stage and loved, like in my gran, for like the school she worked in, would do like a lot of costume design for their shows and stuff, and I grew up around theatre and performance and stage work and dancing and costumes and sparkly things, and I'm like, that's, I just love all of that. It makes me feel so old, because I feel like that didn't come out that, like, it didn't come out that long ago, but actually it really, really did. Like when I think of what age I was at that time, I'm like, yeah, like these are like oldies now. Kids these days don't know a bit of my poker face. I want your loving and I want your revenge. I also cannot sing. I'm a dancer, I'm not a singer. I'd love to like take some lessons to be like, can I actually sing? Like, can you be taught how to sing, or is it like a natural gift? Like, because I was saying yesterday, someone's like, I can't draw. And I'm like, everyone can draw. It's just about picturing the shapes. Like in the flower tutorials I was doing, it's very much like, here, you draw a circle, you draw this circle, and then you draw like the petals and stuff. And I'm like, everyone can do that. Everyone can break things down. It just takes practice. And I'm like, I wonder if singing's like that. Yeah, like handwriting is, yeah, 100% it is like drawing. Especially if you've got like one, like, God, see, like if you like can master crazy handwriting. Like handwriting, like you're just building shapes with words, or words with shapes. So I believe everyone can draw. What I can't do is draw from imagination. Like, I am terrible at drawing from imagination. Like, I always need something to copy, and that's why I'm like, I've got so many ideas of like, I say I'm terrible, like concepts of like things that I'm like, oh, maybe that would work. I'm just like, I don't have that, like how it all fits in together. I feel so old. Feel so old. Then I'm like, God, what? How did we get here? How did we get here? Yeah, our little Bellsprout is coming together. I'm just getting the wee outline done. Itchy nose. I hate that. It's like one of those things, like you start scratching and it gets itchier. Like, oh no, what have I done? Now it's stuck in my head. I've got to go listen to a bit of Lady Gaga tonight. Our little Bellsprout is ready for some color, I think. Guys, I've got to say, it is very good to be back, having a chat with all of you. I missed it. I was just, sometimes I go into a little bit of a downward spiral. I'm like, oh no, I got to, and then I'm like, right, I pull myself back out, we're all good, we're all sorted. Life's great. Now I have to sugar my paints. So how is everyone? Tell me some. What do you think? So for my Pokemon peeps, what do you think about the Niantic selling Pokemon Go? I'm interested to see the changes and stuff. So what I was reading on Reddit was a lot of people worried that it was going to turn into very much like play to win, or like just very heavily monetized. But I'm like, it kind of is. Like, you can buy absolutely everything. Like, you can buy back. I'm interested to see. Oh, thank you. I know, I think about you guys as well. I was telling Gracie was popped into the Twitch stream yesterday. I had a bit of a relapse. I actually had a neuro appointment today. I've just finished up year 2 of Mavenclad last week. That's kind of what sent me into a bit of a downward spiral. But I did have a relapse on it at the end of last year. So we're just kind of like, okay, we have to do this year. Let my immune system build back up. I'll get another scan in 6 months and we'll take it from there. But I'm like, oh no, does that mean like if I broke through on the first year, it's kind of not working? But we have to just take every day as it comes. But I'm really back into. I think I've got focus. I think I have, for a long time I was like in panic mode of I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know what's happening, what's going on, just like in life. I'm like I'm just panicking, I'm flailing, and I'm really have no idea. I feel like I'm manifesting. I'm trying to manifest really hard of like, okay, I can see something at the end of the tunnel. Like I can see things that I want and things that I want to make work, and I'm like, okay, let's just go at it full steam, because we only have one life. And as my therapist keeps telling me, the only thing is guaranteed is that we're gonna die. So I'm like, okay, let's manifest really hard. Let's try to wake up. And I'm talking like this is like the past 2 days of, yeah, we're good. We are sorted. We're good. And what I actually love to do is draw and paint. And that's why I'm like, great, this is exactly where I want to be at this point in time in my life. And YouTube and Twitch and stuff give me that opportunity to come here and do that and meet awesome people that have the same interests as me, have the same things going on in life as me. It's sometimes I kind of like, I didn't believe when I'd hear streamers be like, oh, it's the community and stuff, and I'm like, is it, or are you just in it for other things? But I'm kind of like, actually, the people, having people to talk to, and I overshare. But I want to, like, the thing is, I'm totally comfortable with doing that, because I'm like, if in any way whatever I say can potentially ring a bell with someone else that are maybe like, oh, I didn't know other people felt like that. I am I am all in on trying to do that. It'll be that. I mean, that's the way she tells me. She's just like, yeah, only guarantee. So we've got to try. We're making the most of it. I mean, she tells me it in a very loving way while I'm sitting crying. I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. Just like, it's okay, but do what you want to do. And I'm like, I want to draw, I want to dance. The drawing's easier than the dancing. The dancing's kind of very hard at the minute. I've not danced I've actually not danced in years, and it's more so out of my own fear. We'll give this little bellsprout a mouth. I feel like it's actually it's a hard one. It's a hard balance to be like, what are people? Yeah, it's very hard to be like, or do I trust these people? What can be used against me? But right now, at this point in my life, I'm like, can I help others? As cheesy as it sounds, can I sit on here doing something that I absolutely love, which is drawing and chatting, and be like, here, this is what's going on. Like, this is me being me and open and genuine and not hiding. Because so for people that don't know, I have another YouTube channel that's not Pokemon. It's more personal based with health, and then I didn't want things to get all like muddled of like, I am very much one of these like, oh, new hobby, let's do everything. But actually I'm like, here, this is other people might be into it. So like on my live streams, I'm gonna be very open and just like chat about whatever comes up, whatever you guys want to chat about. It won't always be doom and gloom. I'll try not to make it doom and gloom. Back to Twitch and YouTube. We are multi-streaming today. We are back. I was live on Twitch yesterday doing some drawing. We're back drawing. We're not back in all of the pew pew, game, kill, zombies. I don't want to do that anymore. That actually wasn't good for my brain. In any way, shape or form. The good old multi-stream. We'll see how it goes. It seems to be, we've got loads of people like we've chatting to so many people across the board here. I like it. I love it. I'm here for it. So yeah, if you guys want more just like casual drawn ones. What you learned today from Sophie, draw until they die. It's great advice. Or as I said before. Oh, Mr. Good guy, sir. Thank you very much for stopping by and chatting. Go lurk and you can just mute the craziness. I will draw until I die. I mean, I've said this before, LB. Take everything I say with a pinch of salt. I am in no way qualified to be... I will definitely give the doob some love. He had a wee cameo yesterday. In no way, shape or form, just take everything I say with a pinch of salt. Because I am living my first life. Maybe. I might have been here before, but I probably was like a sloth. But saying that, I think you can only like reincarnate down. I don't think you can like reincarnate up. Maybe that could explain like some people like live their whole life as like a lizard and then one day they're like, oh, I'm a human. What do I do here? Maybe I probably was like a sloth. Do you guys believe in that? Like reincarnation? Or like do you think like you've been like a whole bunch? There's no evidence that was my advice. I'm just here to have some fun and colour and draw and paint. I highly like admire people that are like life coaches. Cause I'm like, I can't even get a grip on my own life. Never mind telling other people how to live theirs. Where's my brown pen? Like, it's interesting how, like, in school and stuff, but I didn't really have one. some people went to it. School was very weird. Hey, Poke newbie! Welcome. Like, you get, like, guidance counselors and stuff in school. But then, when you're, like, an adult, it's just, like, you're just, like, sent out to, like, on your own devices, like, here, go sort this out. Go work out how to do life. How to just survive, how to make 3 meals a day. This doesn't look... This looks very, like, not brown. Yeah, people that are, like, life coaches and stuff, I'm like... Man. Are they... I wonder if they're just, like, chaotic in their own life, but they just give good advice. It's like, you know, like, you have that friend that gives, like, great advice, but you're like, your own life is burning. I'm normally that friend. I'm like, I'll tell everyone else, yeah, this is what you should be doing, and I don't take any of it myself. Our little bell sprout is getting some colour. The brown is very watery. You always say, do what you don't mind doing to make the money to fund what you love to do in hopes that it becomes your life. Yeah, that is great advice. I quit my corporate job like a year ago. I had a bit of a my health was just getting worse and I was getting really mad. Like, I was getting so mad. I was getting, like, people were just... I'm like, then this isn't me. Like, I get really mad when I have, like, a relapse and stuff. Hey, Run Disney! How's it going? So, now I'm trying to fund what I love to do by doing what I love to do. In any way possible. I'm manifesting. I am manifesting that if we do this long and hard enough, that it goes somewhere over the rainbow. That's what I mean. Don't listen to any of my advice, because I'm probably insane. And it gives me anxiety, because I'm like, oh, I don't know. That's what I mean, like, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. No idea whatsoever. Absolutely not got a clue. Ah, that's good. My mind is punching fluffy teddy bears. I wish. There's like a stereotype about Scottish people in anger, and when I get to that point, I'm like, yeah, this is very true. Ron, it's good to have you back. It's good to be back for me. I missed you all. I'm like, oh no, I've not spoken to you guys in ages. Now I'm back. Tuesdays and Fridays. Oh no, I messed up. Tuesdays and Fridays on the YouTube and Twitch, and then I think I'm gonna try and do like Mondays and Wednesdays on Twitch. Just like casual drawing my flowers and that kind of stuff. This brown is soaked in really well to this pebble. It's good. It's good to be back. Like I'd been working corporate for like 8 years. I think I quit like 8 years. And I was like, this isn't like for you guys that like don't know, and it comes in conversation for stuff, but the guys that come from my Twitch will know more about it. Is I have MS, and when I was like first diagnosed, and then it was really hard, and then kind of at the end, like just before I quit, it was just hard. It was hard, and relapses and stuff. And I'm like, there's got to be much more to life than doing this. ALB, go focus and have a good day. The Irish wristwatch. The Irish wristwatch. One day. The Irish wrist. Why does that come out? Have a good one. Right. The dark green, do we want dark green? No, I think we want light green at the minute. See, everything, it always looks a little bit funky when it is just the colours. But we will get in there with some shading and some details, and we will make it pop. We will not have another Venonat performance that we get defeated. Even though, see afterwards. Thank you. Sometimes I feel more insane than brave. But we're working on, we're going for life and trying to make the best out of something. When life gives you lemons, make a pie. It's kind of like this part of the whole thing, like why I love doing like this channel and like the Pokemon Go stuff. Like just getting out and about and walking, and when I can, when I'm not too tired. That's the thing I have a problem with the most, is just like how tired. I get so tired. Like sleeping 12 hours a day kind of tired, and then still exhausted, still being like, oh, I could just go for a nap. But we're here and hanging out with all of you wonderful people, and I love it. That's why I say I absolutely love it. And this is what brings me back week after week. And like when I was off, I'm like, oh, I should just go live. Should just do some painting. And then I'm like, this week I'm like, yeah, you're doing it. You are doing it. You're good. You're doing it. You are pushing forward. We are manifesting. Manifesting is the buzzword of today. Okay. Big belief in we can manifest it. Well, we draw a little bell sprout. It kinda looks kinda looks a little bit terrifying, but we're okay. We are getting there. Yeah, I worked out after the Venonat defeated us the last time. I'm like, I went and I googled and I'm like, how do we blend some of these acrylic paints? And all I really needed was a paintbrush and some water. I'm like, I wonder if one day we can rescue the Venonat. Cause see now, like looking at it, I'm like, the shape, this week, like, the shape of it and stuff, I'm like, it must be getting warmer because I've touched the sweater. So the sweater, it was like a strategic of like, if I just wear this every time I stream, I don't have to worry about what I wear, what I look like. But then kind of like everything, I'm like, I just need to be a bit more free in me. And it is getting warmer. Like it was very much okay, I don't have to worry what I look like if I just wear the same jumper over everything all the time. But then part of me being like, okay, this week we are feeling good, is actually making an effort. It's funny, life has a funny way of all coming right. I also really need to wash the jumper. Which I'm kind of terrified because it was like handmade by my friend. My bracelet. It's a little, I don't know, it's like all charms. So I don't know if I've had it for like my whole life. It's pretty much like my life story in charms. Like there's no room on it. The last one that got added was when my aunt passed away and I got her initial one, and I was like, that's the last one, and that was like quite a few years ago. And even then, I think I had to swap one in and out for it. But yeah, it's like sometimes I forget what it actually is and what all the little things mean. And then I sit down and I'm like, oh, like the other day I forgot that there was a fairy on it. And it's funny because like I've been reading A Court of Thorns and Roses like series, and it's all like fairies and stuff. And I'm like, and I'm always like fairy energy, and I'm like, I love them so, like the idea so much. And then I looked at my bracelet the other night and I was like, there's been a fairy on that for like probably like 20 years. Well, like 15. I think my friends in high school, like my best friends growing up, got me it for like my 16th or something. And just from then, like for every like occasion or something, like I would get a little charm. They're really cool. You get them like in like watch styles and stuff. They're called nominations. It's like an Italian charm brand. Oh. Little sidetrack there. This is what happens. You guys say like one thing and I'm like, here, story time. Actual story time. I'm such a strange human sometimes. Like I'm 120% well aware of that I am a little peculiar. But that's okay, because I'm now accepting it. I've got a story for it. Like I feel like that's part of my thing of like I can make up stories about everything. In the new Scottish words. Hope you've been using Shugle in your daily life. Exactly. Being like everyone else must be very boring. Like I like what I like, and I'm not ashamed to be like, this is what I like. This is who I am. This is me. Like it or lump it, because I ain't changing for no one. I used to think like, oh, I had to change, had to be a specific type of person and think a specific way and have. I'm like, actually no. You gotta love yourself the way you are. And that's the hardest thing to do. I'm still working on it. You got to just, oh, smudged the brown paint. You gotta love yourself. A little bit of self-love didn't hurt nobody. And if you don't, fake it till you make it. Sometimes I feel like that's what I'm trying to do. Here, Run, what do you think about the Pokemon Go being sold? Do you think it's gonna change it much? I've kind of stopped. Kind of took a wee break from actually playing. Like, I feel like I played it so much, trying to like make videos, even like cards and stuff. Like, I opened a whole bunch of like Twilight Masquerades to do shorts, and it's not. I don't know. Like, I feel like I went so hard in the very beginning that I'm like, oh, I've got to get all of this content out, that I kind of scunnered myself a bit. I'm like, actually. But we're still here. We're still doing lives. I did film. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know how I feel about it. So I went out for a walk and I done some recording. I got like a plus. I used to have a Plus like back like when they first came out like years ago, but I got a new one. And I went out and I was just like, I done some walking about and filming and stuff. And then I was just like, I was using that to catch them. I'm like, okay, at the end we can go over what we caught with it. But like some, I don't know how, like some things happened, not like bad things. Like I was very much like, oh, I'm out enjoying the walk, and I kept bumping into people. Like I kept like bumping into like different men like out doing some walking, they were listening to birds and stuff, and they'd be like, hey, like I'll show you this tree, and I would just be like, okay, follow you behind, and then the other guy's like, here's somewhere with garlic, and I'm like, okay, I'll eat it. And then I was watching the video and I'm like, actually, do I want to promote just like, here you're just gonna like follow random strangers to go see a random tree? Like I don't know. I just like didn't, something about it just didn't sit right with me. I don't know, it's weird. Yeah, that's why I was reading on Reddit, like Scopely's got the reputation for pay to play. But then there's already a lot of pay to play stuff. Like you've got your kind of battle pass, like your tour passes. You've got different research tasks that you can like buy. You've got all of like your items that you can buy. Like there's already a big monetization behind it. That I'm like, is this gonna make a huge difference? Yeah, like you can, I was very much free to play, but then I spent like 20 quid on the Innova tour, because again, like I have all of these like bits of footage that I'm like, okay, I've got stuff that I could make a video, and I wanted to like capture like how many things I could get. So I bought coins so that I could ump my storage, because I always run out of storage. But apart from that, I'm like, I never normally spend much money on it. Like I'm like, what's the point? Then I was like, oh, we'll do it, because I was like, oh, we're like, I didn't have to. I could have been like, hey. So like if they don't change it too much, then I think it'll be okay. But it'll be interesting. Like that was everything that I was reading was just like, oh, it's gonna be pay to play now. Like, we'll see. Okay, let's... Our little Bellsprout. Let's give you some shading. Maybe these colors. Where's a brown? Oh, darker yellow. Brown. I think that's good. Oh man, I have a really itchy nose tonight. Oh, did he? I didn't read that. That's awesome. The development team went with them. That is cool that it's not just, they're not just getting... That's nice. I like that. Yeah, like... Yeah, there... That is 100% like what is being bought for. Like, it's been bought for all of that data, like all of that mapping, all of like that data is worth, what was it, like 3 million? Like the amount of data, like it's insane. I play a little Pokemon. You're so funny. I see you. What are you doing? My little live Pokemon. The Duba. It's like, hey, what are you doing up there? This one. Yes, you. It might be the timing of that. The actual timing of that. Yes, he is. Sometimes I genuinely think he is like a fairy in a fluffy body, or like some kind of creature, because the intelligence level is not that of a dog. Yes. He's like so black as well. He did pop up for like 2 seconds on this side. Can I really turn my camera? What are you up to? What are you up to? He is a miniature Labradoodle. Come on this side. Come on this side. Come over here. Come over here. Like, this is... But he's like black, he's pitch black, so he doesn't really come up well on camera and stuff. You'll just see like a tongue. You just see the top of a little head. He is so smart, like so smart. Terrifyingly smart. His name's Duba. Duba. Yes, you. Like so, like terrifyingly smart. But also he just wants attention like all the time. Like, he is very much like, I want to be loved and touched. He will be Well, you'll be 4 this year. You'll be 4. He still looks like a puppy. Still acts like a puppy. He gets away with murder because he looks cute. He also kind of looks a little bit terrifying in the darkness. You're okay, my boy. Like, I love him so much. Except when you scream at everyone. Oh, you're the 14-year-old golden retriever. I know, I think that's probably like the hardest thing about having pets, is when it comes to that time, you're just like, they're such a big part of your life. Like, he's my first dog. Like, I wanted one my whole life. My whole life. And I was never allowed to get goldfish. And then I got you. Well, he picked me. Like, he was like the smallest, and it was like the smallest of his litter. He was tiny, but he was so cheeky. Like, he just did not stop, like, coming up and like nibbling and like trying to like bite me, and I'm like, this is my boy. Yeah, that's the... We're their whole life. Aren't we? We are their whole life. I'm doing some drawing. Can you wait? Can you wait maybe an hour? And then I'll come play. Or you're just gonna distract me? Yes, I'll be like 1 hour, okay? Yes. I also I talk to him as if he's like a human being. Sometimes I think he's like my little witch's familiar that has been put on this earth to be like, this guy is gonna make you question things. Mostly my sanity. Not so much like if I'm out filming. It's just, it's a bit hot. He's a little bit insane sometimes. He's a little bit insane sometimes, especially around other dogs. He doesn't really. He's a bit timid. Like, he's like the ultimate troll. He pretends that he like wants to be everyone's best friend and like gets so excited, and then immediately just like starts howling at them, and I'm like, oh. And he does it like with dogs and people, and yeah, he's not really the best filming companion. I'm like, yeah, like that's so cute. You just have like, yeah, you just have like full-on conversations. Like they have like a little consciousness. They are this little alive thing, part of your life. I'm like, he's the one that's like, I'm gonna come and wipe away all your tears, my tongue. At some point you think you'll get another one. If you like always had dogs. Like, I don't know. There's such... See, when people are like, they're a big responsibility, I kind of underestimated just quite how much of a big responsibility he is. I love him. But... Tabu Coco, hello, welcome. I'm just talking about pets. Yeah, like, I always grew up with goldfish. And to the point that, like, my goldfish would go on holiday to, like, my grandparents. So, like, they could look after them. And then, like, one would die and they would spend, like, 2 weeks trying to, like, find a replacement so that I wouldn't notice. And then immediately I'd be like, it's not my fish. They're such, like, sometimes I just look at them and be like, you're alive. You are alive with your own little consciousness, your own thoughts. Like, what do you think about? I'm doing good, Tapu. I am doing good. We're feeling good today. We are back with everyone on YouTube and Twitch, and we're going well. How are you? You had a beagle that lived till she was almost 20, and a black lab husky that lived... Oh wow, you have had old doggies. This guy's only 4. Or will be 4. I'm trying to add some shading onto this little bellsprout. Some shading makes everything look a little bit better. Oh, you had them at the same time? Nico and Raichu, yes, I will do a Pikachu. I will do a Pikachu. Not tonight, so you've got to stay tuned. Stay tuned to the channel. We are doing all of them. Absolutely all of them. Pikachu is gonna be exciting. But we will do a Pikachu. I'm excited for it. We have the Pikachu in our Snorlax. Those are gonna be big ones. We're easing back in. We're easing back in with just our little Bellsprout today. You just finished your French class. Oh damn. Merci beaucoup. Only French. Now you're just chilling. Come, got another hour here for some live painting and talking absolute rubbish. I want a darker. I want a darker pink. To do some outlines around the mouth. Yeah, we took a wee break from, well, had a little break, but now we are back doing the painting that we love to do with the people that we love to chat to. All of you awesome people. Pikachu versus Raichu. Ooh. Those are gonna be tough ones. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like there's some ones that I'm like, oh, we are putting those off until the very end. There's gonna be some very hard ones. Like, I'm dreading when we get to the point that it's like, here, let's do a Charizard, or let's do a Blastoise, or let's do some crazy Kyurem type. They're gonna not be... I'm gonna need like gigantic pebbles, I feel like, for some of these things. Pencils. Pencils. I've just taken a little bit of a break. I feel like I grinded so hard with Pokemon in general that everything, I just fell out of love with like everything. Like Go, Pocket, like all the things I'm like, I really love doing this. I just, all that love kind of vanished. But we'll get back into it. Like the thing that's keeping me going at the minute is the Pebble Dex. Being like, okay, how many of these can we do? I've not, like, I know I saw there's new packs. I've not looked at any of them. I don't know what it was. I think I grinded a bit too hard in the beginning when everything was new and I was trying to get the channel up and running. But now I'm like, okay, back to just the basics of what do we enjoy? What do we enjoy doing? There's actually not a lot going on in the Bellsprout. Oh, Nico, I've not even thought about... Oh man, you just... We're doing normal decks, okay? I didn't even think about the alone ones. Those are... I actually prefer the alone Raichus. They look so much cuter and like... I don't know, they look like they were like surfing... I like those ones, but then there's like the lone Sandshrew, that would be a cool one. It didn't even cross my mind to draw those ones. Oh, you've just put a little light bulb. Oh no. Thank you. I appreciate every single one of you that have like tuned in and like watched videos and tuned into live streams, and like if it wasn't for you guys, I'd be talking to no one. Okay, I feel like I really messed up his eyes. Or I feel like I have to make his head a bit bigger. This could be a disaster. I think his head's a bit too small for my liking. He's got too small a head. Listen, guys, this is what happened with the Venonat. I'm like, oh no, I have to change this bit, I have to change this bit. I'm like, I need to give this guy a bigger head. Ah, Deadpool! Our little Bellsprout is taking some form. Oh, the white dots! I didn't even notice the white dots run. That would... I'm like, why does he look like he's like possessed? Oh. Right, just little dots. There we go. It does actually make it look so much. I didn't even notice the white dots. I'm just gonna do another layer so on his new bit of his head, and then I think our little Bellsprout yeah, it makes it look not as like terrifying. It looked like it was like something from hell. It was just like the black eyes, like I have no soul. Oh, little Bellsprout, you have been a good one back in to the pebble painting. You have Pokemon art. What Pokemon art do you have? Ooh, tell me more about your Pokemon art. I would love to hear more about that. I'm just trying to paint all the Pokemons on some rocks to create the Pebble Dex. And we'll see where that takes us. Guys, I'm gonna say again, thank you so much for stopping by, for subscribing to the channel, for coming, hanging out and chatting. Like, it is, I appreciate it so much. The Pikachu, Raichu, Pichu, another one. Ooh, very nice. Big Pikachu fan, I am guessing. Big Pikachu fan. Little Pichu. They're very cute. Oh, and then I'm excited. I'll get to draw all of the little baby ones. Ooh, a little Iggly. There, I'm excited. I also keep saying one of the ones that I want to do is a Jirachi. That's kind of up there, but I'm sticking, I don't know if I'm like sticking to Gen 1 at the minute, or we're like spreading. I feel like one day, I feel like I'll do probably like all of the easy ones. I'll do all of the easy ones and then be like, okay, like just from all generations, be like, right, what are ones that are like very easy shapes? I'm excited, I'm happy we got a little Bellsprout. I don't think I'm gonna start the Weedle today. I'm kinda got a little bit of a headache. It's good. We are getting there. I think this guy has been the defeat so far. And I feel like if all I have to do is get a way to blend this light bit in, which I think we can do with some, if I get a paintbrush and some water. But I'm just worried that it's been so long since we did it that it might not blend, and they also went over it with so much pencils rather than like paint. Like this has probably layers and layers and layers on it of like paint, pencil, because I just couldn't work out what was happening with it. But then the more I see it, the more I'm like, actually I like the shape of it, and the only thing that I would change is the blending of this top bit. And I'm like, maybe one day we try to salvage this guy, because I quite like the shape of it. I think now that it's like sat on my desk, this little Venonat. He defeated, that was the, I'm like, it looks like we got defeated from this guy and was like, okay, I'm done painting the decks. But no, we are back. We are back painting Tuesdays and Fridays. Gen 1. Everything I've done so far is Gen 1. Everything I've done so far is Gen 1. Gen 1's like the one that shows my age. The one that I am absolutely more comfortable with. And then Gen 2, Gen 3. So Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3 are like probably the ones that I'm like most comfortable with. Like, see all these like crazy like I couldn't even tell you the starters from like Gen 5 or Gen 6 off the top of my head. I'm excited to do like a little Chikorita and a Cyndaquil. It was Totodile Community Day on Saturday? Is it Saturday? If anyone was out and about trying to get some shinies. I didn't get a shiny. I didn't really play. I got a couple, but I didn't grind that hard. Normally I'd be out and about looking for shinies to be like, oh, can we get like a little short of catching a shiny somewhere cool in the wild? But it just things. Is this dry? Where's my sharpener? Like I have like things, like I still have like some like ETBs and stuff that I have like that I got to like open for some videos and all that jazz that I'm like, I want to, like, I don't want to just like do it for the sake of doing it. I want to like actually feel like back motivated, like, hey, I'm actually enjoying it. Whereas I kind of got to the point that I'm like, I don't want to just be opening things for the sake of like opening it and not feeling the excitement, if that makes sense. You love Pikachu, Raichu. I can tell, Nicole. I have no idea what I'm going to do with the pebbles when we get to the point that I have so many pebbles. I'm very into my garden. I think I'd need to coat them. I think I'd need to put a little bit of like sealant or like Mod Podge, something on them, so that the so like the paint didn't run or anything. But I'm like, that would be very cool, having them out and about in the garden. Or like some sort of, we need like some sort of like display. You can really see where I added like his new head. How do I darken that down a bit? Like, you need a bigger head. I just like added a bigger head. They would be right at home, and I've got loads of little, like, flower pot. I have like a flower pot garden. It's like, I'm on a thing this year of like, I bought a couple. I'm like, no more. I really want to add like height and stuff into the garden this year. So like I got a couple of climbers, and I got like jasmine that I think that'll climb nice. A climbing rose, passion flower. Had some ivies from last year that I didn't plant out until this year, so hopefully they'll kind of grow. But I'm like, right, that's me. That is me. I'm done. No more flowers, gardens. Right, I think we have just gonna tidy up all of the I'm gonna tidy up all of my pencils. I'm getting back into all of my drawing, just like more like sketching, and I was doing a lot of like digital art tutorials, kind of pencil work tutorials. all of that. Like, this is what I love to do, so let's do it. And make me happy. Right, little bell sprout. Let's add you to the Pebble Dex. I say you have been registered. Nice, we got a Bellsprout. Done and painted. I'm happy with it. So I think I am gonna wrap up here, guys, and thank you so much for coming and chatting and being a part of the stream. As always, it is unbelievable, all of your support, and I can't thank you enough, and I'll keep thanking you all the time. And again, big shout out to Brenda Nixon who bought me a matcha. Again, unbelievable. Cannot thank you guys so much. Cannot thank you guys so much. Cannot thank you guys enough. I'm like losing my words here. Okie doke. That is it for today. So until next time, stay shiny everyone. Bye.